today with Mr. Uchiha, who's playing a Roadhog on Gibraltar, and he's a bronze type player. Let's just go right in. Drawing sport. Alright, so we're looking at Mr. Uchiha, number 10.
I'm not used to state-of-the-art facilities these days.
Right, so quick things with Roadhog, you have a main tank, your biggest thing is looking for flanks, getting the picks. And it's basically as simple as that. You want to go around the enemy front line, because, you know, if you go right in front of them, they will just block your hooks with the shields. Get a hook, get a kill, that's your job. So like this map, this is really good. You just go around or go inside. You don't always want to cross the open because silence, but you can go around, go inside, pressure ball stuff, it's fine. Or you could have, like, that's something you should be looking for. If you got an Arisa who's going to be pulling people, you can just hook the pull, and it will get you a free kill. In this case you missed because you were just late. You had more than enough time to see the Arisa pull going forward, right? And you could have gone for the hook, but you didn't. Instead you take the box first, and then you go for the hook, which misses. The hook range is silly long, by the way. Let me just change this. Lock on. There you go. I'm gonna take a second here. The hook range, I believe, is 20 meters, maybe 25 even. I can't check that. It's insanely long. That's my point. Yeah, 20 meters. So you can be like very far away from someone and hook them, and that distance was definitely close enough that you could have hooked them. When people complain about the hook being too long, it's because you can hook people across the entire map. Right? It's a very long hook distance. Like it. 20 meters is literally from here to the end. Oh, didn't hide the chat. It's from this side to the end. And yeah, if you are like all the way back here, you will miss. But if you are here, this is a very long distance to hit with a hook. So if you got a pull, if you see an Arisa pull, that's just a free kill for you. You should not be afraid to just go for it. Anywho, let's go back to it. So you missed the hook, which is fine. And again, doing this isn't really good. You are just walking into the open, right? You either want to do this or go around and take the house. Because basically, if you do this, it's just very open. How should so much longer? It's 20 meters, but 20 meters is very long. Like, you can get from here to here very easily. This is less than 20. The distances in Overwatch feel a lot shorter than they actually are. A lot, like some with Tracer and Diva, people think you have to be in melee range to shoot at them. No, you can be very far away and still do a lot of damage with Tracer and Diva. There's actually like 10 meters of drop off. But yeah, too long, didn't read. The payload is here. You either go this way, because you got cover, right? You got cover, you don't want to be in the open, you get shot a lot. If you want to go this way, you usually want to hide behind the payload. Like, maybe take this, drop behind, crash behind the payload, but with such a big hitbox, you will be seen anyway. Or you can just do the other thing, especially with flankers, like Roadhog is usually played as a flanker. You can go out this way, take this, or go for this, or go all the way around, whatever you need, right? Anywho. So you go inside, you heal up, that's good. You take the flank again, I like the flank. But like, yeah, this is okay. It's not the best, but it's pretty solid. At least, okay, you get a minion before going up. That's okay with that. It's a level end deal. You should just go for it. You should just go for it. You should just go for it. Okay. That Mercy faces me right now. You need to work on your one-shot kills, because it's not that difficult to get one-shot kills with Roadhog, right? You only need to take a step forward to kill basically anything that's not a tank or a Bastion. Bastion has too much HP, he's got like 300 and armor. But like, and I'm playing it in slow motion so you can see it. Here, what you need to do is you need to take one step forward before shooting. And you get the shot, you get the melee, but you don't manage to kill the Mercy because of it. That's really, really important when you're playing Roadhog. Like, I know, we've just been in the training range, but I need to show this because it is one of the most important parts of playing Roadhog. If you cannot confirm kills, basically every hook, if you hook someone, especially if you're going for a flank, if you get around someone, right, and they don't know you're here, and you just flank, you just like, let me just get Mercy. And you just, I'm gonna hold left click. And you just left click at them, you're not gonna kill them. Even with melee, you're not gonna kill them. What you usually have to do is you need to take a step forward, and I'm going to do it in slow motion, so you can see. You hook them, then you have a small window to take a step forward and just shoot at their face, which will kill them. I usually want to aim for their neck, because you have a big spread. But you hook them, you walk forward, then you go to the shot melee combo. Right? And you did the melee combo, but you did not take that step forward that will make sure most of your shots hit. Because if you just don't take that step forward, you will not kill people. You will do a lot of damage for sure, but if people aren't dead, then they can be saved or they can save themselves. The other step, if you take a step forward and then for the neck, it's basically a guaranteed kill on almost any non-tank hero in the game. So, hook, take a step forward, then left click. And melee. So make sure you are taking that step forward because otherwise you are not gonna get those kills. You may sometimes, because of the spread, you may end up hitting more headshots than not headshots. But you need to make sure you are taking that step forward to confirm the skills. Because this could have been a fight, man. Like right now, if you kill the Mercy, we can win this fight. At the very least, like, if you kill anyone else, they got the rest, right? It's not as important. If you, let's say you kill Baptiste, that's a really good pick, right? You are taking away most of their healing. But if your team cannot control this area, your flank, you're gonna get chased out because you're by yourself and Mercy's just gonna rest it. So killing the Mercy would have been the best thing you could do here. You just don't manage it because you don't take that step forward. And you are walking forwards. It's just the timing doesn't work out. Because you just press it basically as soon as you can. You get pulled back. Be careful about being rocked. Because yeah, if you get pulled in front of Sigma, he will usually... Like I said earlier, you should be looking to hook the pulls. Sigmas will usually be looking to rock the pulls, so be careful about that. Just give it a moment. Get hooked, but you have no healing because it got cancelled and you just die. Overall, how was that? I like the idea. How can I submit the coast? No, I actually have... There you go. Instructions, quote unquote. I have a small queue, but I think it's got like 4 people in the queue right now, including this one. Anywho, let's continue. You've got to be really careful because you know where the Bastion is, right? You made the flank, you saw the Bastion. You know that the Bastion is here, and if you pick this way, he's just gonna delete you, I'll be honest. He's got a shield, he's got another shield. It's very likely that you will not die because you're Roadhog, you're gonna peek, but you're gonna take a lot of damage, heal up, and have to get out. Or if you just commit to this, you're very, very likely to just die. Right? Okay. Not too bad. You pick him a little bit. You're not gonna... Oh, that's a really good shot from your hands up. You're not gonna die if you just pick like that. I really like that. Just peek and shoot. Make sure you're not dying. Don't fully commit to this. But you're not really getting a ton of value. The one thing you did, and that Bastion should not have done, is you forced him to stand up. Which Bastion should have just stayed behind the Mercy thing. The Orisa shield, because he was in the Orisa shield. And he does get rest, because again, if you pick the Bastion, if you pick anyone other than Mercy, they will get rest, because they got double shield and your team will start taking this space. But I like that. And then you walk forward and die, okay. You don't die again. Oh yeah, you do. But yeah, that's basically what I said, what I thought would happen earlier, where you just commit to this angle. Even though you get the hook, it's like, yeah, you get the kill because of Discord. but then you just get deleted. Because you commit too far into the angle. You don't need to commit this far into the angle. What you did here, I really liked. You did not commit to the angle. I mean, you are clearly on this angle, but you're not going into the open. You're playing with cover, right? Cover is really good, especially against Bastion. I missed that by a lot. So when you go for this hook, you don't need to go out into the open to get this hook. And you don't need to... Like, good kill, but then you keep walking forward. And that just kills you. And you again go for the heal and you get dropped and then you just die. I hope you can see my point of what you did first of just peek, shoot damage. I'm okay with that. You may not get a ton of value against double shield if you keep doing that because they have 2 shields. But you're getting some value, at least distracting the enemy. If you just go into the open, it's very likely you die. That could be this could be a free kill. Low HP. Low-ish HP. You can just hook him. That's a free kill. Just hook him. Sigma is very easy to hit. Don't go for a like. Okay, so there's some kind of idea you should follow with the hooks. You need to get good value out of the hooks, and missing the hook is not gonna get you anywhere. So you want to go for either easy targets or really high value targets, right? Especially if you can almost guarantee that you'll hit this. Hooking this Mercy, you're actually not gonna kill this Mercy. No, even if you hit the hook, you're gonna pull her close, shoot at her, but because she's Valkyrie, she's in Valkyrie, and she's above you, you're not gonna kill her, she's got self-regen, and you're not gonna be able to get a lot of headshots, because when you hook people above you, especially people who fly and don't get pulled down to the ground, then you don't get as many headshots and you will just not kill them, Mercy will just fly away. So even if you hook this Mercy, that's not a decent value hook, you're not gonna kill them. This could have been a really good hook. Tanks are really easy to hit, right? Tanks are easy to hit. The trade-off is, yeah, tanks can usually block your hook, but this Sigma is not looking at you. So you go for Sigma, you hook him, you do a lot of damage. Road Dog's scrap gun does 165 damage, which can be a headshot for 330 damage. So this is your high cap, plus, 30 from the hook, plus 30 from melee, you can do 390 damage. At most, with a single hook, left click, melee combo. That's your high end. And Sigma had 200 and something, so you could definitely have killed Sigma. Even if you didn't hit all headshots. You can probably still kill him, like he's very far forward. Yeah, he's just a 2D Reaper. I'm okay with this hook, especially because now they have one less shield, and they have no healing. Your Reaper's going in, this could be a free kill. Okay, you missed the hook, your Reaper, we killed the Bastion. Why did you miss the hook? The most important part of Roadhog is hitting your hooks and confirming those kills. That's basically his entire kit. You don't want to be frontlining because you have no shield, you have no way of defending yourself, and unlike a shield, you give the enemies all charge, right? So you don't want to be frontlining, like flanking like this is really good, but you need to be hitting your hooks and confirming those kills. We already talked about confirming the kills, and a little bit about target priority to, well, make sure you are hooking the right people who you are gonna kill. You don't need to get this close. At this range, you just shoot, right? At this range, you just shoot the Bastion. Because the idea of the hook is getting someone very close and out of their team and, well, getting value that way. But when you're already at this range and Bastion is this low, you just shoot at them. And you kill them. Yours is at 2 and we just win that fight. Right, I didn't read what you actually said, which is something I actually do. Had a really bad start and we killed the Bastion, got on a roll. We had poor time on defense, I was hoping I could have made the game a 3-1 instead of a 4-3. But my team winning. Oh, this is a very long one then. Yeah, it's a pretty long one. That's okay. Okay, so we've gone over a couple of things. That's decent. But yeah, you should, again, remember what I said about frontlining? You should not be this far forward. You are not the frontline for your team. Like, you should be playing maybe here, maybe if you want to play all the way back here, you can. But you don't want to be literally on the frontline. Way to get the cap though. Okay, aim your hooks. Make sure you're hitting them. Break the turrets. Break the turrets. You force Wraith out, which is pretty decent, but this is good hook, but this is a lost fight, right? This kill, even if you get it, it's just gonna get rest, and you just gave them 600 HP of damage, basically. A full charge. Never mind, their Mercy tries to kill your hands instead. So, good cleanup on the Mercy, but, you know, Mercy Dream Valkyrie should have gone for the rest. Anywho, good, like I said, that was a good hook. You went for the Baptiste, you confirmed the kill on the Baptiste, that's solid. Right click the turrets. At that range, it's better to right click. Right click meaning your alternate fire, which, you know, will do more damage at longer ranges than your left clicks. This is very winnable, by the way. Just regroup. When you're like this, okay, just good hook to confirm the kill, get out, and wait for your team, because your spawn is literally right here, and their spawn is across the entire map. Like, look, there's people coming back. So if you just wait for a moment, then you can kill them. You don't need to be... Yeah, this is fine. This is good. Just go on the left instead. This is fine. Okay, the turrets are still there, but it's not a big deal. Down front line, but overall we're okay. The enemy team is regrouping. We did give them time, but that's still okay because your team is here. Not everyone, but good enough, right? Like, we are fighting a 4v4. That could be a... This is an easy hook, by the way. Sigma in the middle of the air doesn't move a lot. Like, if you look at him, he just goes like in the same direction. This hook on Orisa isn't bad, but what I said earlier, tanks are very difficult to kill because your pellets are halved by armor. Your damage is quite literally halved by armor. You do, again, quite literally just half damage against armor, so... or not quite halved if you are hitting headshots, but it's a lot less damage. Like, you can see with the left click, you only did 100 damage. With some headshots. If you had just pressed Q, then maybe you could have gotten value out of that hook. Now it's probably late, like Sigma just gonna hit it. You look away, which is good, and you do break the supercharger. Right click, alternate fire. Things at that range, you need to alternate fire. Your left click is basically just melee range only. Fortify the Orisa. Again, another reason you don't want to go for tanks. They've got abilities to block, survive your hook, right? Just ignore it, like Orisa's Fortify. Your Reaper's doing really good, by the way. This is the second Blossom that just gotten like 5 kills. And you keep getting rocked, and it's mostly because you are just playing in the open and frontlining, but I don't think that's the biggest issue to fix. I think the biggest thing is that you've gotten some good hooks, you just need more consistency. Take a moment to aim them and make sure you are killing the people you are hooking. Because what's happening is you are only killing people who have been hurt before, which is not ideal. Like, you want to make sure you can start a fight with a kill, not just, you know, help your team clean up after the fight is won. Just break it, just like look where it goes, yeah. And you did not need to go all the way around. Good hook, like he's dead. And this is helping you out. The Discord orb on the people you've hooked is also pretty good because it means you don't have to take that step forward, they just take more damage. Or Mercy pocketing you means you don't need to take that step forward, you just do more damage. So your support's really good hook. Your supports are enabling you a lot. If you've got games where you feel like you hit every hook and kill whenever you're hooking, and you're not taking that step forward, it may be because your supports are silently helping a lot. Whereas you may have games where you feel like you're hooking people and they're not dying, that's because you're not taking that step forward, so you're not killing them by yourself, which you can do, just by taking that step forward, and That's a free hook kill. You don't have those supports helping you do extra damage. That's a free kill. That's a free kill. Okay, your hands are got that. Also, your son is playing really, really well. You missed the hook. And I do think you need to get a little more used to hooks. You've missed a couple easy hooks, but it's nothing. This is bad, right? I was gonna say it's nothing too bad. If you're going for a soldier, for maybe a mercy, let's just say there are small targets. You may miss them, but don't go for the Rhine shield, right? If you go, like I said at the beginning, if you go at the tanks from in front, they just block it, and I will keep coming back to that because it's not your job to hook the tanks. You can do damage and add pressure to the tanks, but you should not be hooking the tanks unless they are overextended or have no cooldowns. That's a hook. Okay, you missed the hook. You actually threw it between both targets. Take a moment to aim it. Like, it is fine to take a second to aim the hook. Not a whole second, but like a small moment to aim the hook. And I don't know if you knew this, but you can actually make a small correction as well. After you press the button, you can still flick your mouse and get more... Which is actually what I think happened here, right? So if you did not know this, maybe that's what's making you miss a lot of those quote-unquote easy shots. Or easy hooks, rather. You press the button while you're looking at the soldier, like this. Hold on. I'm waiting for you to look at the soldier. So you're looking at the soldier and you press the button, right? On normal circumstances, you would imagine that this hook would go here and hook the soldier. But, like I said, there is a very small window after you press the button where you can still correct where your hook goes. And that is during the animation. Like right now, you are moving your crosshair away from the soldier into the Baptiste, and that causes the hook to end up over here, right? You can clearly see that it did not go to the intended target on the soldier, and because you flicked your crosshair to the right, that was just missing. It just missed. Wow, that's a really good effect. I didn't realize things that went through the emo had, through the window had that effect. Anywho, that may help you a lot too. If you are missing hooks because you think just pressing the button on top of someone will get the kill or will get the hook where it goes, no, you need to wait like a little longer. This should be a... yeah. And I'll be honest, your team just kinda rolled that. But it's a long game, so you guys probably do worse on defense. But on attack, you guys just kinda rolled it. That's it. How far in are we? 723. I will go to the practice range again and show you what I mean again. By the way, best Rothok singing in the game. Shock champions. So you can see that even if you're aiming at this guy, when I press the button, there is a small window where I can move my cursor away and just change the target. I didn't hit the other one because yeah. But I also have high ping, which is a problem. But you can see that even though I'm hooking people, right? Even if I'm aiming at this guy, when I press the button, you have a small window to change it, like that. So if you are just thinking that the hook goes to where you are aiming at the moment you press the button, no, there is a small window where it can change. So it is fine for you to hold your mouse over them for like a moment. It's not very long, it's a small window. Anywho, now we've got a Reinhardt and you've got no healing, which is good because you're Rothog, you don't need healing. So this is not your problem, this is your Reinhardt's problem. That said, you guys are holding this corner and I hate it. Someone should be on the high ground. Yeah, your hands is on the high ground, but like, why did you drop? Reinhardt is holding here. Let's just say that Reinhardt needs to be like somewhere close to the enemy in a corner like this. The enemy has died, so they're just gonna get around your Rein, and this is where the problem comes in. If the enemy just gets around your Reinhardt, who's gonna contest them on this high ground? They are just gonna get it, and then they can drop, then they can get out, they can drop, they can get out. High ground is really, really good, and you just gave it up for free by dropping. But I don't want to get too deep into that. Right now, I think your biggest quote-unquote problems are um, your hook accuracy, which you are missing a lot of. You're just missing a lot of easy hooks, because I think it may actually be because you're just flicking after throwing the hook without realizing that moving your cursor after pressing the button can still affect the hook. And secondly, you are just not getting those one-shot kills a lot of the time, unless your supports are enabling you. But like, yeah, you're not doing a lot here. Just right click at the distance, and this is exactly what I mean, right? Yeah, Monkey's gonna jump to the high ground, Diva's gonna jump to the high ground. You should be here, right clicking if you want, maybe here, right clicking if you want. It's not gonna get you a lot of value, but it's not like you're getting a lot of value being here. But instead, you could contest this Monkey. You could contest anyone who comes this way, right? As well. If they do have a Tracer. If that Tracer comes this way and you want to contest the Tracer, you can. If their Soldier comes this way and you want to contest the Soldier, you can, which is not something you can do from here. You should not have dropped. It's as simple as that. You should have been here, help your Hanzo, help your Mercy. That's it. Like, the fact you even think about going back should tell you that you just made a mistake by dropping. And then you missed the hook on the Monkey, which is not good. But that Monkey should die. He's just diving into your backline by himself. He doesn't die, which is impressive. There he goes, he's dead. Good hook on Diva, easy target. Actually, probably Diva's target for you to hook as well. Because if you hook someone else, Diva will just fly in and defense matrix, at least at high ranks. This is not bad, you're playing with cover. Again, I do wish you had stayed on the high ground, but for having dropped, this is not too bad. Again, you don't take the step forward, you just shoot at the send right away. But you guys are holding this. Don't hook the tanks from right in front of them, right? Because this happens. This is like the third or fourth time you've had this happen where you try to hook one of the tanks and they're right in front of you and they just shield it. Or there's a bubble in your face, or there's a Sigma shield in your face. Or Orisa fortifies. And I don't really like this. That's a good hook. And by I don't like this, I mean I don't like this position. I still think you should be holding like here or here, or yeah. You can still right click for damage. You can still get hooks because again the hook range is insane, and you can help hold the high ground too. And then if you have to drop, you can drop. That's a big thing too. You have the option to drop when you're up there. You don't have the option to get back up without a cooldown. You just jumped into the bomb. Don't do that. You quite literally jumped into the Tracer bomb. You see it, you walk towards it, you jump above it, just walk back. Also now you should kill that fight. Yeah. Good shot, but you should be hitting those hooks on the big tanks. How do you guys lose this at this point? You're just winning. That someone just hit a big old... Okay, don't do that! Remember what I said about not being the front line because you've got no way to block incoming damage. You just took a ton of damage because, you know, you are discorded, they got range. Tracer's range is okay, send us a lot of damage. You almost get deleted, and I think your Ryan saved you actually. I think you would have gotten deleted were it not for your Reinhardt. Kill the Moira. Just kill the Moira. Okay, she gets away, that's okay. It's not ideal, but it's not gonna change the outcome of this fight. Oh. Why? But okay. Now they have a Roadhog. Okay, good kill. That's actually a pretty good kill. You still should not be frontlining, but that's pretty good. Remember though, it's not your job to frontline, especially now that they also have a Reaper, right? If you frontline, you're gonna die. Where did your Ryan go? Oh, he died at some point. When did your Ryan die? Oh, he went literally into their spawn. That's why I missed it. So, if your Ryan dies, just back out. You cannot hold this close without a main tank. Like, again, good kill here. I did not see that the Reinhardt died. Good kill. But you should be, and I'm okay with that kill, but you should be getting out. You should not stay here. Because, like I said, you are not a frontline tank. Like, and this is why you're not a frontline tank. Do you see how fast you get deleted? Even while you're healing, you get deleted because Discord, Reaper, Roadhog, Soldier, you're gonna get deleted if you go out into the open like that in front of the enemy team. You are not a frontline tank. You're basically the haha, you can't come this way. You can control flanks, you can control high ground, you can control some other routes, but like you can control this area if you want, right? It's not quite a flank, but if you want to control this, you can. By playing here, going in a little aggressive, backing out. But you are not a frontline tank. Okay, that's a last fight. Again, without range, it's just gonna be very difficult. Okay, you can line of sight that, yeah. They're also not moving the payload, which is really good. Good hook. And Europe's going in, so you may as well try to go in. So again, and I can't make this clear enough, you're not the frontline tank. What do you do in these situations where you've got no option but to go forward? You just play with cover. You just stay around this corner, like you did on the very first Passion fight, which I think is actually what you're trying to do, which is really good. Yeah. And you just play with the cover. This is not what you do. You just play with the cover. So I think you're trying to contest, but you're not gonna make it. Yeah. You're just not gonna make it. Your Ryan's dead, just back out. Your Ryan's dead, just back out. Just... I know this looks holdable, but it is quite literally 4 of you against the enemy team. I don't like this. I personally don't like this. But I will say, if your team is going forward, you may as well go forward with them. Because it's better if you got 4 people instead of just 3. If these 3 people die, you're gonna lose the fight anyway. So I appreciate that you're following up on your team. But we should all back out. Like, your Ryan is dead. Your son had to pop Transcendence. Good kill, actually. That's a really good right click. But, like, you should not be doing this. You should be backing out. You should be backing out. Because, again, you are not the frontline tank and your Ryan overextended. Also, another big thing, let this through. Once this closes, the enemy is forced into choke points. You don't have to play here in the open where they can just shoot you in the open. If this was closed, your position would be a lot better. But because this has not gone through yet and this is open, you are just taking a shitload of damage. Good kill though. And again, your Discord, the Discord from your son is really helpful when you get those hooks on people you would not normally be able to kill without taking a step forward. You missed that hook. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. No need to heal. You got too close to Reaper without cooldowns. Because you're frontlining. You should stop frontlining. Okay, that's a big thing too. Like, you're frontlining a lot. Which is just not that good. You are not made to take infinite amounts of damage. Some Roadhogs do live for a very long time, but that's because either they're playing against DPS heroes who are not shooting them, or just using cover more, right? Using cover, going for flanks where it's less likely that people will be able to punish you. Stop frontlining. Frontlining less, better hooks. And by better hooks, I mean making sure you're going for the right target and taking the step forward afterwards to kill them. Good hook. That's out of your range. Don't go for that range in the kill. You go for the... This is not quite frontlining. You just ended up in front of the Reaper. But yeah, just know that Reaper is not your one you can go against unless you got the hook. Good hook. Good kill. Again, your Discord coming on with a clutch. Just get out. Stop frontlining. Now you got a Sarian, no longer a Reinhardt. And funnily enough, even with Rothok Zarya, which, yeah, I know, it's a comp you see in Overwatch League. No, you should not imitate everything you see in the Overwatch League. Even with Rothok Zarya, you are still not the... You are the main tank, but you are not the front line, right? You are better at taking flanks or holding positions around corners. You don't want to be running into the enemy. They use Transcendence there, which is good for us. You missed that hook. Good kill on the D.Va with the help from your son's damage. He then go back to the corner. Okay, good. Missed the hook. You do really need to make sure you're hitting those hooks on the big target though. Yeah, if you had hit this hook, you would have won that fight. Instead, you just get punished and die. He did to you exactly what you were gonna do to him. Yes. Close and shot them. And you are missing a few of those old hooks on the very close tanks, which is a problem. This is very winnable though. Don't stand in that, just heal up. Okay, that's not too bad. Yep, for full health. Okay, close enough. Yeah, we're not gonna touch. Could have been a lot better, but it wasn't too bad. And again, I think the biggest things comes down to stop frontlining, because most of the times you've died have been because you've been frontlining. Not all of them, but a lot of them. You're just taking a shitload of damage, and you've come close to dying as well, and were forced out because you were frontlining. And the second one is just making sure you hook the right targets, or not even the right targets, just go for hooks you feel you can get more easily, but also confirming those kills. Do you try for the jump? I'm okay with that. I really like this position, and you drop again immediately. I hate that. But, you know, what works best for you? You should definitely be on the high ground though. Because again, remember, you can still hook people from here. If you want to hook the Reaper right now, you could. You could just go for a hook here, you can hook the Roadhog. When you're up here, also you have the benefit that you'll just drop someone in the middle of your team. So your Hanzo, your Reaper, your Zen, they will just delete it. Right? And their team cannot just push past your Reinhardt to help either. So it's like, Reinhardt is here, now enemy is here. Yeah, maybe we can turn around, but they're already gonna have taken like 300 damage from you. And you just drop them into your team and kill them. Ryan, Zen, Mercy, you. Where's your Hanzo? Hanzo can probably shoot them when you hook them up here as well. Heal up, heal up. Okay, you need to be hitting the hooks. It's not a huge deal, but it's important. Okay, you can hook that. Okay, too late. Good hook. Oh, he got caught on the payload. That's unfortunate. Your Vine is basically dead, no matter what you do. So yeah, just get out. You're not a frontline, just get out. You're not a frontline, just get out. You're not a frontline, just get out. Get out. You need to get out. You're standing in the open. They've got a Jaguar. They are just spamming you with damage. Just get out. Go back to the corner. All the way back to the corner. Okay, good. Careful about being in the open again. I notice you tend to do this too. It's like, you have an idea of, hey, this is a good corner. I'll go back to the corner. And then just go out to the open again. Because you were like, I touched the corner. I'm in a good position. Now I can just go out in the open again. No, just stay here. Like, your whole team is behind this. The enemy team cannot shoot you unless they get here. And you can just hook them or kill them at that point. Even now, when you're backing out, you just backed out into the open instead of backing out into the corner with cover. So think about ways of reducing your incoming damage. Very important, stop frontlining. Very important, use cover. You're gonna die there. Okay, you did not die there. That's really good from your son. He kept you alive with Transcendence, which is solid. Good hook, he's just dead. Nice. We should be able to hold this, right? Tire, right click the tire, gets your Reinhardt. If you go in that room, like, you've got a Mercy, right? And Mercy has res. So if you go in this room, then your Mercy can rest your Reinhardt. Just make sure she's not gonna get killed. You missed that hook. How do you miss that hook? Hold on. Did he just happen to move out of the way? Did you just flick again at the last second? Because it looked like you maybe should have hit that. Oh, you do hit it. It just gets broken by the wall. Okay. And you do the hook damage. It just gets broken by the wall, which is unfortunate. Heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up. Stop frontlining damage, heal up. You are not the frontline. I was okay with the hook, but now you're just taking damage you shouldn't be taking. He dies to Reaper, which is fine. And you can just use your ultimate, like, make sure you're not... I like the idea, but you are in front of everything. And I like, stop frontlining. This is frontlining. You are in front of the entire enemy team. Like, even if you get the kill, which I doubt, oh yeah, you should get hooked in return. Even if you had gotten that kill, you would have very likely died. And that's not a good trade. Good rest from your Mercy. Just hook and then pop your ultimate. Hook, pop your ultimate, pop your ultimate. It's just fine, just use it. Just use it. You should have used it to prevent the rest. But we're gonna win this, right? We should win this. Miss the hook. Just clean up. Okay. Overall, that was okay. Again, and I'm gonna keep coming back to these things because they are the things that I feel will help you the most. Stop frontlining and make sure you are hitting the right hooks and following up after the hooks. They got Passion Symmetra now. So again, I like this. You are trying to surprise them. Good hook. This time you go back, which I like because you are not exposing yourself in the open. Don't go out. Don't go out. Just heal up. Heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up. Heal up. You've got the heal, you may as well use it. Heal up. Your heal is a very small, like 8 seconds is not a lot of time to use your heal. You can use it to heal up, especially when you're like at 300 HP. Just heal up, you'll have it back when you need it during the fight. Good kill. Good hook. And can you see how when you don't have the support of your, well, supports, you are not getting those one-shot kills, which you should be. And it's mostly because you're not taking that step forward. That Sigma's 1 HP. I wish you had chased that Sigma with 1 HP. Forget about the TP, like the TP is only going all the way here, that's not a good TP. Just kill the Sigma, it's a free kill. How low did he go? 4 HP, he had 4 HP. And you still went for the TP that just took people back there. A single, you could have left clicked at him from this range and you would have killed him. You could have left clicked that guy, he even grasped at you, you could have hooked him and killed him. That was a free kill that you just wasted. I like this flank though, and again, if you're missing health and you have time before the fight, like, look how much time passes here. Blah 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 blah, you do some damage, you take a little damage here, just heal up, we're at 155. Just heal it up, and I know, it's only 50 damage, I know, but you're gonna be safe, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, your Sen just died, so you're not really going to engage yourself. I'm okay with you healing up, because by the time you even get back to the fight, it's like 150, it's already been 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds, you would have had it back. Is it a big deal? No, it's not a big deal, but it's just a good example of just use it when you're missing like 100 to 200 health. It's fine. Because you get it back so quickly, especially if you are between fights. You also just drop in the middle of the enemy team, which is not a good idea. Just kill her. Just kill her. Just hook her. It's okay to use your hook, even if they're alone and by themselves. Yeah, it's okay to use your hook. And again, you don't take the You don't take the step forward, so it's not a free kill. You need to get used to taking the step forward to get those free kills. Your team is hard carrying your this one. You have not gotten a ton of value. I'll be honest. Like at this attack, this second attack, you did okay on the first attack. This second attack, you've done not a lot of things. In fact, you died to Symmetra because you couldn't complete the kill ever. And then your son just kills her. And we just win. So your second attack was really, really questionable. You just did nothing. You went here, you fought around here for a little bit. You helped kill the Bastion, I'll give you that. You helped kill the Bastion and then like went to kill the TP instead of going for the 1 HP Sigma, then just drive to a Symmetra. But overall, what do you think? Again, very important. Stop frontlining, no more frontline. Because that's just not what you do. You don't want to be in the front line taking damage from all the enemy team. Use cover as well, that will help you take less damage too. And make sure you are confirming kills. Confirm, hook, kills. Be it by hooking better people, or just making sure you take that step forward to kill them. You need to be confirming kills after you hook people. Because that's just how Roadhog works. You go for flanks, you hook, you kill, won the fight. Okay. Alright chat, let's take a 3-minute break and then up next will be Icy. So I'll be back in 3 minutes.